Hello lovely Sagittarius, this is your August 2022 love and general reading. I'm Gemstone Tarot and you are Sagittarius. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, cross watchers, everybody is welcome. This is a general reading, Sag, so it will resonate for some and not for others. If it resonates for you, there will be an extended reading as usual and the link will be below in the description box. Okay. I'm going to take a card for how this month finds you coming in. Kind of like your present situation, a little bit of where you're coming from, a bit of what's going on in that one past. Nice. Okay, quite an un-Sagittarian card. You get the Eight of Pentacles. So the Eight of Pentacles is a really positive card, Sun in Virgo. And a feeling that you are putting something together bit by bit to get where you need to be. Okay, this isn't your typical kind of Sagittarian energy, which is probably a bit more spontaneous than this and a bit more kind of, yeah, come on, this will work, whatever, you know, that full energy that we've come to associate with Sagittarius. This is a more studied vibe, okay? So if we look at this could literally be your work situation, that you're putting in the hours, that you're putting in the time, that you're building a skill, that you're learning something and that you're kind of getting somewhere with it. Probably not in a fast way. It is probably quite incremental. If it's to do with relationships, again, it's to do with being more measured, more considered. You're kind of looking at every aspect of it. It's not your fire element. Now, you may have some earth in your chart anyway, Virgo, Taurus or Capricorn, and that's coming into play. But for others of you, yeah, this is just a more kind of, and this has happened for you over the last few months of readings, that your natural Sagittarianness has been more of a measured, I don't know, sensible. Do I want to use the word sensible? I don't really want to use the word sensible, but that might be what it is. I don't know. It's a really boring word, isn't it? Realistic. That's it. You're having a very healthy dose of realism here. So for some of you, if this is about a relationship, you're looking at it without rose-coloured glasses on, you know? Sometimes I think with Sagittarius and also with Pisces, which I am, because we're mutable, we can miss a lot of things and we don't really care about the details that much. You know, it's like, yeah, it'll work out. But sometimes it's good to pay attention to the detail. And the advice that I'm getting as you're coming into August is it's good for you to pay attention to detail, whether it's relationships, whether it's work, okay? Oof. The calm before the storm. Then we get the Tower. Nice. When we get the Tower, there's a feeling, you know, the Rider-Waite Tower is two people, they're kind of falling out of the castle window. There's lightning, there's storms, there's fire, there's brimstone, the whole bit, okay? But this is the Lightseer's Tarot and it sees it a little bit more as a natural landslide. You're like, well, that's okay then, Gemma. Natural landslide rather than lightning hitting my home. It feels like something is falling away. And this might be why you're in this Eight of Pentacles mode, where you're kind of feeling the ground slip on a situation and shoring up what you can, making sure that you are in control as much as any of us are ever in control of anything, and taking care of your own, I want to say survival, but I don't mean survival, your own progress. Now that Tower card, it could represent a Scorpio that you're dealing with. Sometimes it represents Scorpio. For some of you, this is something that you haven't thought about, okay? It's something you don't know about. It is coming in from left field and you're like, well, okay, what happened there? But for most of you, I feel like this is something that has subtly been making its presence known over the last few weeks or months. Okay, let's take another card to go with it. Oh, I love that. Yeah, let's flip down so you can see the cards actually. Here we go. Okay, so you've got your Eight of Pentacles here. You've got your Tower in the middle, and then we've got the Nine of Pentacles. That's a pretty good sandwich, okay? Pretty dynamic in the middle, but something is taking you from preparation to reaping the benefits, okay? And I like it. It's a riskier card in the middle. This Tower is not something... I'm not going to say it's not something you prepared for, because I think you did prepare for it, and that is the good thing. But you can't know everything about a situation. For some of you, I believe this is news that you didn't know, that you're thinking, oh my God, okay. Do I reset? Do I move on? What am I going to do about this? But seeing as you take it from the 8 to the 9 of Pentacles, that's Sun in Virgo, that's Venus in Virgo. A love of what you've created, a love of your security. This is somebody who, they own everything they've got. They created and they own everything, including their own self-worth. This can't be taken away from you when you get to the 9 of Pentacles. For some of you here as well, there is a situation with somebody where you've come out more independent. Now, in terms of being more independent, some of you may have come out of it single, as in you've said to yourself, this is not for me. For others of you, you've just discovered your own power, okay? This is also a great card if you're going from like employed to self-employed, or you're doing a side hustle, or you're thinking about a side hustle. It's got all the energy of the independent, happy person. This Tower in the middle, though, is not to be sniffed at. Okay, not to be sniffed at. Let's have another card and see if it tells us a bit more of the story. Oh, I love that. And then your energy comes in. There you are. Knight of Wands energy. This is much more Sagittarius. This is much more you. It feels like you're getting your power back. For some of you, it might be in a relationship situation. It might even be retrospective, as in something happened in the past with an ex and it never really sat well with you, and now you get your power back. It becomes more explained. It feels more balanced. You don't feel quite so lost about it or quite so taken advantage of. With that Tower card, it kind of changes everything. This changes everything. Let's have another card for you. Can't get over this month for every single star sign how many pentacles are coming out for everybody. It's a good month for money. God knows how, but it is. It's a good month for thinking, for saving, for preparing, for looking ahead. We've got the Knight of Pentacles. You may be involved with an earth sign, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. That is very well starred for you. Okay, if you meet somebody, if you're dating, and there's a Taurus, Virgus, Capricorn, tickety-boo, because it just feels right. It feels like fire and earth. Others of you may find out something about the person that you are dating, seeing, involved with. This is going to require the long game. This is certainly not a quick kind of scenario. It's something that may have been going on for like 8 months, 9 months. We've got that Knight of Pentacles. This is somebody who, they're not coming into things quickly. They come along, they build something. It could also be a friendship that's turning into a relationship. And this, with the Tower card, could also be a game changer in that. That something that was one way, you know, it's a bit like, you know, those old films, well, not old films, oh my God, how old am I? In the 80s, when you used to get Freaky Friday or Tom Hanks Big, and something would happen, you know, like something would strike one of the fairground rides, or they'd do something, and then suddenly they'd kind of go back to being a child again, or doing this again. It's that kind of energy. You know, something comes into quite a stable situation, quite a long-term, this is okay, or we're friends, or we're never going to be this, or we are going to be that. And it just changes it up for you. Totally changes it up for you. But it's weird because even though this change comes in, the results are not quick. I know the chemistry changes, but the results don't just go shling like that. Doesn't happen like that. Oof. High Priestess comes along to add something to the mix. Here's your two major arcana cards. You've got the Tower and the High Priestess down here. Now, Saggy, most Sagittarians are pretty gifted in the esoteric senses one way or another. Okay, you like to find this from other people, but you also do have it within yourself. You're going to be doing some real kind of soul searching, psyche searching, whatever you would call it, searching. You're going down to the weird stuff, you know, one mutable sign to another. You know, when you're getting into the weird stuff and you're like, okay, we're getting into the weird stuff. You're getting into the weird stuff. So dreams, tarot readings, energy readings, anything like that is going to be really well starred for you about this situation. But also, it's changing you. It's changing how you think, it's changing your beliefs, and it's changing for the better, but it's turning kind of weird. You know, I would call this strange things are afoot at the Circle K, definitely. Then we get the Five of Swords coming in. This is Venus in Aquarius. So you could be dealing with an air sign, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. I think a lot of you are. This is the sense of somebody maybe holding back a little. The chemistry that changes here causes a bit of a dance. So you could be dealing with somebody who's not fully disclosing their situation. They're not fully disclosing their feelings. They're not being completely open with you. You may not feel like being completely open with them. Something about a quite straightforward situation goes into the esoteric. There's a lot on their mind, there's a lot on your mind, there's a lot going on connectively between you in the 5D, which neither of you particularly understand in the beginning. It's like, let's say if this was like a rom-com and you were both friends and you were kind of not realising that you were attracted to each other. It's that kind of vibe. Why am I having these strange thoughts about this person? I've had this dream 3 times this week, you know. What could it be? That kind of a vibe. Let's have a look. More Pentacles. 4 of Pentacles. Universe, I mean, this is to do with money as well. So the universe is advising invest, save for a rainy day, do the boring stuff, because we've got the 4, we've got the 8, we've got the 9, and we've got the Knight of Pentacles. That is a whole lot of boring saving. Okay, now saving's boring, but also very necessary. It's something, in my experience, Saggies aren't particularly interested in. Pisces aren't interested either, because we're like, yeah, well, everything could change tomorrow. There is a basic structure required, and also there's a lot of luck here with some money. So what I'm saying is, look at your financial situation. If you can save, if you can invest, if you've got good ideas about that and get good advice, go for that. Do what you need to do to make your future secure. If it's your relationship situation, again, it's about investing, but it's also about do what you need to do to make your future secure, okay? 4 of Pentacles, Sun in Capricorn, is a card of security. I'm going to keep what I've got. I'm going to keep it safe. And I feel like for some of you, there's a bit of toing and froing in a relationship where You want to feel safe and the other person wants to feel safe. But I feel like the connection between you makes you both feel at times a bit out of control, especially if the chemistry is changing from one thing to the other. You got used to this situation and now there's a change, okay? Then we get the Six of Cups. Love the Six of Cups. Here we've got the boy and his puppy, which turns into the man and his dog. Never understand this card because the man is at least 30 years older. Is the dog 34? I don't know. I'd love to know that actually. I must ask the person who did the cards. Anywho, so Six of Cups is a feeling of what I call back to the future. Slightly karmic. For some of you, this may be somebody you've either known before, or as you're getting to know them, you're feeling like you have known them before. You know that weird feeling, deja vu, past life, whatever you want to call it. It's like, I really know you. You feel very familiar to me. You feel like home, or I can't even put my finger on it. For those of you that are single, you could meet somebody who feels very yours straight off the bat. It feels like you're each other's immediately, which is weird. So if you are single and looking to mingle, get your lucky pants on because this looks good, okay? Those of you in a connection, this connection just got weird, but in a good way. Six of Cups is like coincidences, synchronicities. I went there, you know them. Do you know them? Do I know you? You know, that kind of High Priestess 5D. But actually I like it. With that Tower card, it's like someone came in and flicked a switch. Like one of those 80s films. Your life is an 80s film. Then on the other side here we get the Page of Swords. Page of Swords for me can be internet, it can be internet dating. So those of you that are looking to get your lucky pants on, your disco pants on, maybe internet dating is the way that this would happen. It can also be, and this has come up for you a lot in the last few months, careers in social media. It represents social media, talking online with people, a relationship that's enhanced by social media, a job that's enhanced by social media. You could be getting a lot more followers, you could be getting a lot more attention. For some of you, something blows up, it could go viral. This is in the Tower. I like this for you. So if you're thinking of a career in social media, or you're already in a career in social media, yes, love it. Okay, in the extended reading, I am going to look at the Tower. How could I not look at the Tower? What's bursting in on the scene? But I'm also going to look at Six of Cups. We're going to look at the other side of the situation, your person, how they feel about you, all that malarkey. Oh, yes. Now, took another card and there's one at the bottom as well. At the bottom of the deck, we have the Hanged Man. Now, the Hanged Man comes in when the universe says to you, notice something. Notice something. That's why the Hanged Man is in that position. It's different. It's like when you do a yoga pose of legs up the wall or headstand or whatever. You're seeing things from a different angle. Okay, you're seeing things from a different perspective. And this is necessary. Do you remember we talked about the devil's in the detail with your situation, whether it's work, whether it's money, whether it's relationship? There's something in that detail that you need to integrate, that you need to realize, that you need to make use of, that you need, that's like part of your magical mixture to move forward. But I don't think it's immediately apparent. So the universe says, open your eyes, open your third eye and notice why you're feeling the way you're feeling, High Priestess, why you're getting these weird dreams, why you're getting signals, why you're feeling weird stuff about the past, why you're getting weird coincidences about the past, snippets of music. you know, a smell that is very familiar to you. Expect all of these things to come in, and the universe is asking you to put 2 and 2 together with them and see what you get, but to notice them, okay? And then we get the star. I love this. So some of you might be dealing with an Aquarius, because we did get air signs earlier on as well, but also the universe wants you to hook your star. Manifestation, telling the universe constantly what you want, what your heart's desire is, and not holding back. And again, social media, or the feeling of being able to reach lots of people, which is, you know, the biggest way to do that at the moment is kind of through the internet. But also what I get for you, Saggy, is connectively. Can you see we've got the High Priestess here, and we've got the Star card, and it feels like you connect with a lot of people. Yes, you can use the internet as a tool and social media as a tool. But for those of you that are, you know, most of you, psychic, if you look here at the Tower, at the Star, at the High Priestess, something's being switched on. A beam is being switched on. And what you can do with this is connect with everybody without the internet. It's like you are the psychic internet. God, this is weird. This is channeled because I have never had this thought before and I don't know what I'm talking about. But stuff it, it's there. I'm just going to say it. You are tuned in. It's a bit like the whole we're all stardust and all that kind of stuff and we're all connected, blah-de-blah-de-blah. But you can reach people. It's like telepathy or some kind of crackle and sparkle about being very connected to this part of yourself, which you can then kind of broadcast on the internet. That's what I'm saying about you find you're suddenly attracting more followers or more subscribers or more people to your content, or you're starting to create content for the first time and you don't really know why, or you've got an urge to do a channel, to do a video, or to do a blog, or whatever it is. You're not going to immediately understand it, okay? But it's really, really powerful. And those of you that are in relationship or connection with somebody else, some part of that relationship, it's like 2 wires get put together and zzz, it's the missing connection. It feels good. It feels completely right, but it feels a bit weird. Not gonna lie, it's feeling a bit weird. Let's have an oracle card for you. God, I love this reading actually. Okay. What do we need to know? Can we possibly cap that for Sagittarius? I doubt it. This is Wisdom of the Oracle, Colette Baron Reid. Oh yeah, fair enough, we'll take it. Totally get that as well. We get serendipity. Don't forget, there's luck in them there clovers, okay? This is a spark. It is luck as well. Something is really changing for you. And you may feel it, you know, locally in your relationship. You may feel it in what you do for a living, in what you love, in any of those fields. But more importantly, it's changing for you. You're becoming that High Priestess energy. You're tuning into it. And the universe just lights the spark with the tarot. Tower. Oh my God, I'm going mad. Right, Saggy, that's it. I'm going to get a cup of tea. I'm going to come back and do the extended. The link is below in the description box. I'll see you on the other side. Namaste.